Wow. Well, I think that's very interesting. You want to tell us a little bit more about the history of the business and more detail
Sure.
of what you do?
Yeah, we were founded back in 2001 in July, so we're about 11 years old exactly right now. Founded by a guy named Nathan Mervold, who you might recognize as the old CTO for Microsoft, who just wrote a 6-volume, 6,000-page cookbook that breaks down cooking to the molecular level. But Nathan, as the CTO, said IP, patents themselves, were an underutilized asset in companies, and he wanted to create ways of commercializing that. So he created first Intellectual Ventures in 1999, which today is the largest aggregator of patents in the country. It has about 40,000 patents that it has now owned.
Right.
And started ThinkFire as a way of helping analyze patents, to tell companies, hey, these are your best patents, these are your not so best patents, these are a way of evaluating them for the books or for trying to sell them. These are ways of actually trying to sell them by putting them on the market, preparing sales packages, helping people buy them when they're companies that have not pursued patents in the past, but now have maybe gone through an IPO, have a lot of cash, and people are suing them, saying you need to take licenses on our patents or pay us a penalty for not having got a license. Well, oftentimes you can you can counter that by owning enough patents yourself that you cross-license it, which is less costly.
Right.
But it doesn't help when you're going against a patent troll who only wants to sue you.
So what do you tell people who are thinking, should I file for a patent, should I not file for a patent, when should I do it? What do you tell them?
They really need to know their industry. There are some industries that a patent is required. The biotech pharma marketplace, one patent usually defines a drug. And if you've got a brand new drug that has a very good efficacy for cancer, for weight loss, for sleeplessness or whatever, that is a good patent to get, and you know people are used to it. And many small companies develop that patent and sell it to a large company who has the distribution network. We work with high technology companies in the mobile wireless space, and if you're reading the papers lately, Samsung and Apple have just started a case out in California suing on the iPhone versus the Android system.
Right, and Samsung makes iPhones for them, so there's a blur to this.
They're a supplier and a competitor, right?
Right.
So there's a mixed line, and when you have large companies like Samsung, LG, Huawei, many of these companies in Asia are commingled. They are both supplier and competitor.
Right. But who can really say what the answer to those arguments are?
Well, it's tough.
I know that the courts will eventually decide, but we don't really know what the real answer is.
We don't know the answer
This is in the hands of lawyers and judges.
Right, and it's opinion.
Right.
It's how best you have presented your case.
Exactly.
And when you've got people who are lay people on a jury who are only being educated in this technology during this court case, it is very tough. It's the persuasive
lawyers will benefit from this case.
Well, lawyers will always benefit.
Well, in a case of that size.
Yes, it's going to be a very costly suit, and if you look at the people that are the lead lawyers, these are very well-known people that have been fighting these cases for years, and they are known commodities. They can fight well.
They're branded themselves.